Lovely to see everyone. My name's Steve Parrish. I'm here hosting the Henry Cole Show, I guess you'd say, or the stage area here, and talk about herding cats. They are a bunch of flipping lunatics that never do what they're told, never know what they're going to say, but I apologise for Henry swearing if he comes out with it. Other than that, we're going to have a bit of a giggle, and we've got a special guest joining us in a very short time. So first, I'll get the rabble out here. Would you please welcome out here, firstly, Guy Skid Willison. Skid, where are you? Please give him a round of applause. He'll be next. See, this is what I say. He was told to be ready, and here he comes. Look at him. He's got his best hat on today. Hi, Guy. Can we open the back door? Yeah, we'll have to open the back door in a minute so you can get around there. Lovely to see you again. Have you had a nice lunch break? Yes.
I've been wandering around and I've seen a bit of the show as well, so that's good.
Good on you. Well done.
Rather than being stuck with Henry.
I know what it's like. It's madness, isn't it?
Yes.
It really is. Now, the fella that seems to talk too loud and shouts and is really kind of, well, I don't know about a loud person, but please put your hands together for the genius that made that, or is making that, he's made that. It is none other than Allen Millyard.
He's complaining his voice is already going.
As his voice going, I need to get another microphone for you in a minute, don't worry about it. If someone can bring us a microphone over, that would be really lovely. I've been talking to Alan a little while ago. Some of you might have been here when we started this machine up earlier today. I mean, at the end of this slot, is there any chance we could perhaps start it again?
We think so, yeah. I think someone wants to.
I don't know, if we all pray and hope, we might do.
Everyone asks enough, a big cheers.
If you ask nicely, we might get it started up again. It is the Nemesis, it is the V8 thing that was a pile of shite until Alan got hold of it, and he's got it all tuned in and nicely and everything else. So, of course, I guess the man at the moment we've got to bring out here, and he will wander around out here. I'm sorry if he gets in your way. We cannot control him. He just wanders around like a flipping dog that's lost, but please put your hands together, and he won't come straight away because he's having his picture taken over there. Mr. Henry Cole!
Thank you, Steve.
Brilliant, right.
Oh, fantastic. So many people here.
I know, so many people. I've just warned them about if you swear a little bit, it's like it's a Freudian slip. It's not you don't mean to swear, but it just comes out sometimes.
Well, when we do a tour, right, I'm allowed 3 swear words, okay, and I use them up just explaining to Steve how, but really...
You use them up in the first 5 minutes normally.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Talking about the tour, there it is, the dates we've got there, and that's where we're going to be going on.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, what a great evening out that would be, eh?
Absolutely.
Aha! Fantastic. Hey,
well,
look, but
you could have a delayed Valentine's present by going to one of them, couldn't you?
Can we not talk about Valentine's Day? I reminded Guy this morning, where his wife was on the phone, I said, it's Valentine's Day. I said, oh, happy Valentine's, darling. You owe me one, mate.
I did say it's Happy Valentine's from Henry. That's what I said.
Oh, from Henry.
Yeah,
right.
because she could hear you anyway.
What from home?
Okay, there you go. That's the way it rolls, isn't it?
Breakfast at the
Hey, look,
hotel.
come on, I'm not the star of the show here. Let's talk about a legend, shall we?
He is the star guest of the show, and it is, of course, the man who has been, I guess, collecting motorcycles even longer than you, and he's got more than you, and he's got the most amazing museum that you really should go. Please put your hands together. Go on, you introduce him.
Please put your hands together for one of our greatest sportsmen, Mr. Sammy Miller. Yeah! Come on, Sammy.
Any more mics, or we just... Right.
Well, what do you say, Henry?
Well, it's up to you, mate. That's the key. I'm going to go find a microphone. Talk with Steve.
Well, there you go.
We're sharing microphones around here.
Right.
It's all to do with the economy and the green.
You can't afford them.
We can't afford them, basically, we can't at all. But anyway, Sammy, lovely to see you here. Just please, before Henry gets talking to you, no, very quickly, just a little promo for the museum. Open 7 days a week?
From March onward, 7 days a week. At present, weekends only, but the new tea rooms will be open. Been working on for quite a while, so it's called Sammy's Pit Stop, so you get a good substance when you arrive there, and we look after you in the complex.
And remind everyone where it is.
In the middle of the New Forest, not in the middle of London, I'm pleased to say. So watch all the animals when you're coming, all the deer and ponies running around the forest, and we're in Bashley, so there we go. We managed to establish the museum there 30 years ago, so it's pretty well up to speed now.
Can I just dive in? Sammy, am I right in saying that you are the most decorated the most cups received, around here, right? Most cups received of a British sportsman ever. Haven't you won 1,600 trophies or something like that?
1,400.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1,400 trophies, man. I mean, that is something to applaud, isn't it? This is when England was great and everyone else was nervous, eh? Do you know what I mean? Unlike now. What do you think of wokeness?
Sorry?
Exactly. But seriously, 1,400 trophies.
I've been at it a long time.
No, I know.
A very long time.
But seriously, tell me about, did it ever get boring winning?
Losing got very boring.
Did it really?
Didn't like being second.
But is that what it's about? Just, you were a winner?
You had to have the best bike, you had to ride the best, and the challenge to be on the top was always very challenging, but you've got to work at it. You've got to do everything proper and work hard, play hard.
No, sure, but I mean, look, you know, you two as racers, I mean, I run out of talent very, very quickly. For instance, I was racing at Alton Park once, and I came into turn one, and there were people around me. I thought, oh my God, I'll get out of here. This is terrifying. You have to be a killer. You have to never look back and keep going as a racer.
No, you've got to be very sensible all the time and
Is that
ride
it?
within your limits and be prepared. You were never prepared. You organised shambles.
That is true. I am never prepared. What about you, Steve?
Me, I'm always prepared, as you well know. Races, Melbourne races, as I say. Sammy, do you want to come and sit yourself down here?
Right,
Because that would be the best place for you to be down here.
Yeah.
I was always prepared, but as Sammy rightly said, you have to have the right equipment under you, and so having good engineers, being a good mechanic, you have to have good engineers around you, and mechanics as well as. It's very important.
I was the engineer, I was the mechanic, I used to build them.
And most of those trophies, would they be I've got a microphone. Would they be on trials, motocross, or a bit of everything?
The majority were trials, but then there's MotoGP, Northwest 200, 3 times in the trot, Cookstown, I think 4 times in the trot, International 6-Day gold medal. Very proud of the International 6-Day. Probably the best trophies. In the early days we got good trophies like the British experts, you got Skefco Gold Cup. The Miller's only got 6 gold cups, genuine gold cups, but today the trophies are all plastic.
Hang on, were they made of gold? Yeah. But why don't you melt it down, Sammy?
I will do when I'm skinned.
Well, okay, all right. But I mean, you've got a lot of cups, mate. Were they all silver as well?
Yes.
Make a note.
And
Well, I'll distract him. You get in there with the van.
But it's one of the pride things I have in the museum that I've got a total wall with all my trophies on display.
I know.
And checked it out, and most, like Steve, his are all stuck up on the roof somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah, well, my wife won't clean mine, so they have to go away. You know.
What are we talking about here? Trophies?
There's not nearly as many as Sammy has. Sammy, road racing, trials, motocross. Which gave you the most satisfaction?
Probably road racing in the early days, but you were in the days too when you were losing a friend a week.
Yeah, absolutely right. It was not at all unusual to lose a dozen riders.
A lot of dear friends like Allen's, they weren't here next week, and I said to myself, Miller, you're a good road racer, but why not be an old trials rider? So, and then in 1957, when I was a Works Mondial rider, the Italian companies all got together, Moto Guzzi, Mondial, Gilera, MV, they decided to pull out of racing because it was all too expensive. So Miller was made redundant, didn't have a works bike, and as you know, if you're doing Grand Prix, you don't want to be running private because you're only wasting your time. So at that time, I got a fantastic offer from Ariel, so I decided, right, I'll go trials riding.
And the transition, I've got my own one here, the transition from road racing to trials was pretty easy, I guess, relatively.
Well, I can't believe
the skill's different.
I can't believe all you guys like Barry Sheen, John Surtees, all the early Grand Prix men, they couldn't ride trials, you know, and I said, well, what's all this about? In 1970, I think, I won the Scottish 6-day trial 1 week. The next week, I'm on the Northwest 200 on the NS shoe that I've got on display down here. So, to me, and international 6-day enduros, trials riding, grass track racing, sand racing, which I did in Ireland, you shouldn't be able to. It was just riding a motorcycle.
Oh yeah, I think
Riding a motorcycle.
yeah. I mean, it's slightly before my era, only slightly. But the fact is, if you look in a lot of sports, in motorsport, someone like Jim Clark used to race a Mini one weekend, a Cortina, then a Galaxy, then a Formula One car, and
I was driving a car, so I don't know what the big problem is. You know, you've got a throttle, the clutch and brakes, so whether you're on mud, grease, tarmac, ice.
have you tried trials riding, Henry?
No.
Never.
That's why you're no good.
That belly is giving me traction.
Sorry, let me interject, right? I run out of talent very quickly. Honestly, Sammy, I'm good on a straight line, right? I've got land speed records, okay? But the minute there's a curve or a bump, there's an issue for me, right? So, yeah, I could do trials riding, but I'm too scared.
Trouble is, when you're in trouble, when you're in trouble, flat out.
Yes.
When in doubt, flat out.
Yeah, no, that's exactly
And you get out of it.
No, but that's I don't know whether anyone tried off-roading here, yeah? They all say to me, you've got to pin it, and that's the way to do it. Yeah, is that right? Yeah? I'm terrified. But at the same time, it is right. If you pin it, it kind of becomes easier, like Alan, look at him.
Alan, can I borrow that a minute? Alan, are you a trials rider?
Done some trials, I had a ball tackle 250.
He's good.
Have you?
Didn't do any competition, just privately on the grounds and stuff. But yeah. Sherpa T, it was 1970.
And Alan, you've been to Sammy's museum on numerous occasions.
I have, but I haven't got a bike in there.
Have you? One of your bikes?
SS100 V-twin.
Oh, okay, all right. Which one? The what?
SS100 V-twin, one of 4.
I've seen it. What was the Honda 90 type?
Yeah.
That's in the museum.
It is,
I think one of the things that Henry and I were discussing it earlier, Sammy, the nice thing about your museum, it's got such an eclectic mix of
Well, it has.
everything you can imagine.
Well, I'm lucky. When I was a schoolboy, I used to read about all these bikes, the V8 and the Gillies and the bi-cylindricals and the supercharged BMWs. And I don't choose bikes because you've got to choose them. They're all my passion. So all the bikes in the museum are what I've admired, what I've been looking for, the technical department, the engineering on them, the rarity, and just a very lucky man.
And what's the count? How many bikes are in there now, roughly?
Last week it was 521.
521. And we thought you'd got a lot, 27.
Yeah.
But that's amazing. 521 bikes, and they're all pretty much restored, are they?
Can I look? The place is incredible. I'll tell you what is great about your museum, Sammy, is that you've got a lot of automotive memorabilia. Petrol pumps.
When are you coming?
Cans. I've been there. I'm there. We'll be there for the Jumble. We'll be there for the Jumble this year, definitely. Now look, can I just say, right? I don't know about you lot, but I'm 61 on Sunday. Right? I feel as though I'm falling apart.
I'll swap you.
No.
I'll swap you.
No, wait
I'll
for
swap
it.
you.
Wait.
Henry, I'll swap you.
Wait. I do. I wake up in the morning. I think, I'm just so stiff. I'm wrecked. This man. Would you like to share your age, Sammy?
Well, are you going to join in?
Yes. No, don't go anywhere.
No, we're going to do a few press-ups.
Oh, yeah.
They're
Do we want to see who can do the most press-ups?
Okay, now listen.
He's challenging you.
Just...
Right, here we go.
Sammy, don't be a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sammy, that's
6, 7, 8, 9,
No.
10. No, that's enough.
No, Sammy, stop! Stop! Relax! Come on, sit on the seat.
Right, Alan, you're next. Skid. Bad shoulder. What about Henry? Come on, Henry.
He's only 61.
Listen, don't fart. Yeah, exactly, I know. Come on the
I'll tell
stage.
you, I'll get you like one.
Okay, do one.
Do one.
How many will you do when you get to 91?
You're incredible.
At 91.
Yes.
Impressive.
He's not going to make 91.
Here we go. Here we go, everyone. He's got down, he's down, he's down, he's down. Come on, here we go. Ready? One. He's shaking like a shitting dog.
8.
There you go. So if anyone's
right, that's it.
So if anyone's thinking of coming to the show tomorrow, don't bother because he won't be here.
Genuinely, that was exhausting. I'm now tomorrow morning I'm gonna get, oh my God, I can't even move. I don't know what you, come on. Oh yeah, bad shot, go on Skid. Yeah. Steve, go on.
They're all crook.
He's going, he's gonna do it, Steve Parrish. Oh mate.
Can someone help me get down?
Go on. You're right mate, you're right. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
Lower. You're cheating.
Oh,
Lower.
he's all right, 6, 7,
8. 9.
9. Go on, Steve.
10. Away.
Steve, don't do any more. Jesus Christ. Hang on a second. I have to say, it is amazing. This Sammy Miller of ours, okay, not only is he a living legend, but you go motorcycling most days, don't you?
Yes. Try to, when it was half decent, not in the middle of the winter, but even in the winter, I've got trial sections in the complex. So after work, which generally finishes at 5, I've 10 minutes on the trials bike each night.
That's amazing, isn't it?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It's important.
What is the key to success like that, if you see what I mean? Is it to just keep busy all the time?
No, it's very, very important to keep busy.
Okay.
You don't go brain dead. Don't go. Not like you can't do press-ups, you see, because you're not trying.
Can I just say, right, well, the first time I went into Sammy's workshop, we were filming away, and there were like 6 bikes being restored. I go, oh, who else comes here to restore with you, Sammy? Nobody. He's restoring 6 at a time. Aren't you?
Oh, well, Jim does help me. Jim does help me, yeah. I've got a good man, Jim.
6?
Yes. Well, that's because you're lazy again, you see. Because if you're working on 2, you run out of bits. But if you're waiting on the paintwork, waiting on the chrome, waiting on the zinc, waiting on a big end or something, you can drop onto another bike.
Oh, that's
and then
very
you can
true.
drop onto another one, drop onto another one.
Yeah,
so production doesn't stop.
No, but I watch Allen and Guy do that while I drink tea. It's marvellous. That's the way to do it for me, anyway. I just admire his work.
You better get 6 lined up for Alan.
I know I will. Sammy, what's left for you? When are you going to retire?
I wouldn't dream of retiring. It frightens me. It would frighten me.
Does it scare you?
Every morning I look forward to going in the workshop, and you've seen a little sign on the workshop. Another day in paradise.
Is that it? But it is, man. People don't get that. People say, oh, Henry, why don't you like going on holiday? Well, I don't like olive trees, for starters. I don't like sand much.
And airports.
I don't like airports. And I don't like food.
Spending time with your wife.
And you don't like standing in queues, and you don't like being...
I just want to be in my shed, man, with my dog. That's my holiday, perfect holiday.
Yeah.
One quick question, Sammy. Do you have any other hobbies? Is there anything else that you... is there anything else you would do, relax-wise?
I used to do a bit of golf when a lot of the Rickman brothers and Sharps were there. We used to have a crack at golf. But it annoyed me because when I do anything, I like to do it well. And I wasn't prepared to devote the time to become good. But at the moment, it's really motorcycling and really embarrassing, 100% motorcycling.
Okay, what about electric bicycles, motorbikes? Any of them in there?
You're really upsetting me.
They're really upsetting
You're
me.
really upsetting.
I know the feeling.
Steve, don't you mention electric stuff to Miller.
So there won't be one in your museum then?
There'll never be one in Miller's museum.
Right, good on you.
I mean, I've even left instructions, so if I'm not here, there's never one coming in.
In your demise, it's not allowed.
Not allowed, not allowed.
Okay, all right. Out of interest, can I borrow that a minute? Alan, have you ridden an electric bike? Out of interest,
Yeah, I rode the Harley Davidson Livewire.
what was it like?
I must say, it's actually really nice to ride.
Was it? Okay. So, out of interest, I'm surprised, but you wouldn't want one because you love an engine that fires and makes noises,
I think the
right?
battery's the problem, it didn't catch fire.
Didn't go far.
It worries me with batteries.
Okay.
Talking about Sammy, he swims in the sea most days as well.
Steam bike.
Swims in the sea.
Oh, do you? You live near the sea, so you go swimming regularly.
Yeah, do you want to come down and have a swim? I only live a mile from the sea at New Milton.
Yeah. I know.
And I was born by the sea in Belfast. And it's amazing how you don't realise it, but when I moved to Birmingham to work at Aerials, all of a sudden the sea was 200 miles away. And it was always the back of my mind. So when we moved to New Milton, we got a house at Barton-on-Sea, and you've seen videos of me running up and down the beach. It was my practice ground too, along with the trials bikes, along all the rocks and the sea. And it's good for you, for you, very good for you.
Yeah, I swim in the sea. I also swim in the sea myself.
Where's the sea to you then?
Mallorca. It's about 20. No, I don't know what temperature.
So you go there every night, do you?
No, not every night, but I go quite regularly because I like the higher temperature. I need it.
yeah.
You see.
I hate the sea.
Don't you like? Can you swim though?
It terrifies the living crap out of me.
You're
The sea
kidding.
does.
What do you hold your back for?
I don't
What
like
do
the
you hold
sea.
your back for?
Because I'm blooming aching now, thanks to you. My arm's got a bit odd. I'll be like Alan with his frozen shoulder. I don't like the sea. I don't understand why people like the sea.
What is it? The creepy crawly
Good
things
for
that
you.
are in it?
No, it's just terrifying. I can't control it.
Well, if you come to Barton-on-Sea, we could strike out for the Isle of Wight. It's only a mile away.
I'll be dead.
Strike out
Honestly,
for the Isle of
Sammy,
Wight.
I'll be dead. I can do doggy paddle, that's it. Right? And then I'll sink.
We're talking about swimming now, are we? Or?
No, just life.
Okay. Alan, you don't have time for any other hobbies, do you?
No, just motorbikes.
Just motorbike. So if you've got the spare, you wouldn't read a book or anything, you just go out to the workshop?
In the workshop on motorbikes, yeah. Either making bikes, mending bikes, working on Henry's bikes, working on that bike.
If someone said to you now, at the moment, project-wise, what you've got ready to do, how long would it take you to finish them?
Again?
Well, so I'm sure you've got lots of things in your mind that you're supposed to be doing for
No, I
Henry.
have nothing in my mind, I'm spontaneous.
Yeah. All right, so you don't plan ahead.
I see something, think I'm going to make that, and I start making it.
Okay, how much longer have you got to spend on this machine?
Probably another couple of weeks. Got to fit the fairing, get the computer mapped properly, and then it's ready to go.
Okay, Skid, have you got any hobbies?
Not really, no, I'm the same too. It's just motorbikes, spannering in the shed. I'm happy doing that. I don't hanker to go on holiday like Henry.
You said you don't want to go on holiday.
No, I don't. No, I don't either. I hate travelling. Hate being in crowds of people. I like being on
We've
my
got a
own.
right bunch of grumpy old blokes here, haven't
Yeah,
we?
we have, but it's just I'm at peace with myself doing that, and I spanner on the bikes.
Right,
And
okay.
keep myself to myself.
You see, my best friend is my dog, right? Because Jellybean, you can say, we're going to the shed. She doesn't complain, right? We go along together. Say, Jellybean, we're going to be here for a couple of hours. She doesn't complain. It's all right. Give her a quick stroke and a biscuit. She'll do another couple of hours. Don't have anyone complaining at me. It's perfect.
So you were saying earlier, though, you have been married for, what, 25 years?
Yes.
And your wife is happy to go to the shed?
No, she doesn't go to the shed.
Does she not want to go on holiday or anything?
What?
Doesn't she want to go on holiday or anything?
Yeah, but you know, do you know what I mean? I mean, yes, I do get a lot of grief for that, but I've refused to go from now on. I don't want to go anymore. I had a bad experience in Greece.
Does she want to come with me on holiday?
Hey, I'll invoice you. Yeah, no, absolutely you can. Yeah, it'd be perfect. But no, I don't know. I just prefer to be in my shed. Do you know what I mean? I mean, holidays are for family and all that kind of stuff. For me, I'd rather be riding a bike or tinkering or doing something like that.
Like me.
Yeah, honestly, really.
Sammy, you must have travelled a lot when you were racing, like we all did, travelling the world.
We did. And I look at some of the things that we did, like old A50 pickups to Russia and Poland and Italy, and the miles we did. I always remember when you travel with Miller, you never stop, you say.
No, I'm sorry.
Get home. And I remember we were doing the International 6-day down in Erfurt. So that's almost in Poland. So Fletch was with me. He was a Royal Enfield Works rider. So he retired on the Tuesday or something. A Super 6 went down to 5 gears. Then the Super 6 was 4 gears. Then the Super 6 was 2 gears. And then the Super 6 was no gears. So he was resting up, supposedly. So the idea when we finished the speed test on the Saturday, the last day, we would load up the bikes at the finish of the speed test, sign off, go. So Miller's in the passenger seat because he's been riding for 6 days. The old Fletch, he drives about 100 miles. He said, "I'm tired, Sam. I'm tired. Take over." So I had to drive all night and managed to get to Calais just as the ferry was going. Straight on the ferry, off on the Sunday morning about 7 o'clock, up the M1. The Isle of Man team had all packed up and they had left on the Thursday to get home. The Quails or something. Quails a good mountain name from the Isle of Man. So we pulled into the services at the M1 and the Isle of Man team was there and they'd been travelling for 3 days and they didn't believe us that we did finish the trip.
And you caught them up?
We caught them up.
What van was that in?
We were on A60, and then of course later I used to do my own conversions, cut the back off Rovers 1.5s and rocket ships, you know.
It is ridiculous. I mean, this is before my time, but I travelled the world doing Grand Prix with a Bedford CF diesel van, and like travelled to Finland and Sweden and Germany and all the places nowadays, massive big lorries and everything else. So that was good fun. I must have said it was good fun.
You behaved appallingly, didn't you?
On occasions, I was easily led. He just pointed. Did you race at Imatra in Finland? Right, I did as well. But Henry's just pointed. I had a big birthday a year or so back, and someone gave me this. There you go. I don't know if you can see that. There's a toilet seat. Yeah, well, what happened in Finland, I don't know if it was the same paddock, but where we used to race in Imatra was just the town of Imatra. Yeah. It was a street circuit.
Yeah,
but
dangerous.
Very, very dangerous. There was railway crossings, wasn't there? You remember? And tree line, you name it. Sadly, where Jock Taylor got killed with the trees going down there. But anyway.
And Charlie Carson.
Yeah, very much so. Anyway, Barry Sheen in 1977 said, "Stavros, I've been coming here for 3 years. It was my first year there."
Yeah.
He said, "We like the place because there's lots of lovely British, Finnish girls around, but the toilets there are disgusting. We're going to get rid of the toilets." So at the end of the day, it would have been about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, everyone's packing their tents and awnings up, because there was no proper garages or anything else like that. He said, "We're going to get rid of the toilets." I said, "Oh, how are we going to do that?" He said, "We're going to set fire to them." So as we were about to leave to go down the town, he said, "Bring that 20 litres of avgas that I've got left over, pour it down towards the toilets like a bit of blue touch paper." So there I am with my jerry can, splashing it around in all the toilet block and everything else, left a trail coming back. He gets his lighter out, sets fire to it. At this point, we hadn't realised, we hadn't got the school enough to know about methane gas. The whole frigging toilet block blew itself to smithereens. I'm not kidding. The whole roof blew off, flew across the paddock area, spreading shit everywhere that would come out of the toilets on people that were folding their tents and awnings up. Anyway, the security came and nobody would own up to who did it and everything else. I met a woman recently that was actually there that day, and her husband refused to say who set fire to the toilets, and he ended up in prison overnight. But so someone gave me a lovely burnt toilet seat for my birthday. So there you go. How about
there you go. Better that if you can. Better that if you can.
That just doesn't happen anymore, does it?
Brand new toilet block the next year.
You wouldn't see a modern Formula 1 driver or something do that, would you?
No, they don't tend to. Well, their toilets aren't as bad actually, but it was. You'd agree with me. The facilities for washing and toilets were terrible. Everywhere you went, it was absolutely disgusting how it was now. So we believe we're going to have a little treat. What do you think of that machine?
Typical Allen, out of this world, and V8. Just the workmanship. If you look at the casting on the front mud, there's Alan when you do those castings. It must have cost a fortune, you know.
Again, they were made before. Alan just restored
How
it.
Alan can get all this stuff together is quite amazing.
But
The 6-cylinder he built, like, and brought it down to the museum, and Brian Miller's Grand Prix course.
We had a race, didn't we?
It was great. I was on the RC 181, and you're on the 6. Great.
Because you won, didn't you? You went past me. I raced with Sammy, he beat me.
Oh, he beats everyone. Yeah, he's just got this will to win.
We had no crash on us. People complained, we weren't going to crash on us.
Surprise! This health and safety world that we're in. Can I just say, right, are you going to spark this up again?
Yes.
Yes.
we want to hear it. Can we hear it?
Can I just say, I have got the dubious honour of attempting a land speed record on that thing, mainly because no one else will. Anyway, look, this is Allen Millyard and his motorcycle.
He's putting earplugs in.
Put your fingers in your ears.
He's putting lady. He's putting
It is loud, trust me, cover your ears up, it is very, very loud. It's like starting a rocket, he has to prime it a little bit, 3 presses on the fuel pump just to squirt a bit in there.
It's fantastic, Alan.
Honestly, this thing should not have ever run properly. It was a bag of shit when Alan got it. All the castings are wrong, the bearings are wrong, everything was horribly wrong, and he reckons he spent 500 hours, at least 500 hours, on the work that's been going on there.
I managed to blow it up as well.
Oh yeah, I heard that, yeah.
That was the start of the rebuild. But it only actually ever ran, I think, on 4 cylinders on the front bank, am I right?
Originally, yeah.
Who built it, Alan? Was this a Norton project, or who was it?
It was a consortium led by Allen Millyard, the Aquila group in Canada.
Oh yes, yeah. Right. So, how long have you been working on it?
Well, I got it back last May, took it all apart, built it up. It ran, but not very good for this season of the motorbike show. It started smoking bad. So what happened? The breather was going into the airbox and spewing oil. Because the fuel was so rich, it thinned the oil, got past the rings and pressurised, so it's now got new oil in it, new carburetor throttle bodies, new fuel injection system. Just got to map it, so we'll leave it there.
So you've had the whole thing completely apart then? Completely?
Every last nut and bolt.
I should think it's a bit of a shoehorn job getting that engine into that frame, you know?
And what you do, you put the frame on the engine.
You put the engine to the bench and then you drop the frame on top. That's the easy way. The swinging arm looks weird to me. What's that big? That couldn't be the spindle of the swinging arm, is it?
90 millimetres diameter.
90 mil. Frightening. Right.
I think they're trying to re-engineer the wheel that didn't need to be re-engineered.
Way over the top. Way over the top. So,
Well, there we go.
Should we put the T on? Honestly.
Yeah,
it was
we're going to.
fantastic. Those two together. Honestly, man, it's going to be marvellous doing that. I've got to, can I just say, the record for a V8 motorcycle is 136 miles an hour. It's not a lot, you know, so hopefully I should do that quite easily.
I'll give you a ride on the V8. It does 169 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The Guzzi V8.
All right, will you tell him to be...
I made this
Tell him
question,
to
but
wind me in.
apparently that was never done officially in the Guinness Book of Records.
No.
So they're on about doing that with this.
Great job.
Bring the Guzzi as well, run them together. Bring the Guzzi, we
Yeah,
run
how
both
about that?
together.
Get the Guzzi.
Bring the Guzzi together, right.
Fantastic.
16 cylinders.
Can I have a go on the Guzzi?
16 cylinders.
We
Do
can
you
have a
remember
shoot.
Bill Roberts racing that, or are you too young?
Can I
We
just
have a
say-
race here.
We could. The bottom line is that it was set, the land speed record, in 1907 with a guy who had basically a wheelbarrow with a V8 engine in it. Unbelievable guy. Curtis, I think it was. Something like that. Anyway, all I know is that, hang on, don't say 169. I've got an easy job at 136.
That was timed at the Belgian Grand Prix in 1957, and I remember we were on the Works Mondials. I managed to finish second in the Grand Prix. They changed the engine overnight, Alan. They put a brand new engine in overnight on the V8. So it was a fresh, brand new engine for the race in the morning. And Bill Lomas and Jeff Duke were having a battle royal. And I think Jeff had problems with his Genera, and Bill Lomas blew one of the water hoses off the V8, and that was the parallel out of the race.
Brilliant. No, I think it's time now to us to thank Sammy very much indeed for joining us up here, Sammy. You've got your own stand. Where is it?
It's over there as you come in.
As you come in, over on the far corner over there, and you've got a collection of bikes there.
The best of the world.
The best one, okay.
The best in the world.
Okay, the best in the world. So if you want to go over there and look at the bike, what bikes have you got on your stand?
Well, we start off with the V8, AJS Porcupine, first bike to lap Grand Prix, first World Championship, Les Graham 1949. We've got my NSU that I won the Northwest 3 times in the trot with. We've got the Rennsport, BMW Rennsport, the Genera 4. My Mundial, then we've got a Works MZ, Walter Codden MZ, we've got my GOV13, the aerial, the world famous GOV, and then we've got the Honda that I designed to do it for Honda, the Voltaco that we did for Voltaco, and a Munch, the big German Munch monster thing. It's quite spectacular, you know. And so there we go.
There you go. If you want to go and have a look, it's right over the far side there. I think a big round of applause for Sammy Miller.
Very definitely.
Thank you very, very much indeed.
Thanks, Sammy, so much.
I'll take that from you. By all means, do go back to your stand. If you want to go to the Sammy stand, we know where it is now. Right.
Sammy, no, hang on. Do you not? I can tell that my PA Joe, right? She's going, take a photo quickly. So go on then. Quick, gather. Do you mind, folks? We've just got to do a photo of. Just go like that. All right. Okay. Quick.
If you're wrong with the wrong partner today, duck.
That's it. I'm so sorry. Well done, everyone waving. That was really good to get involved. Thank you so very much.
Like I say, if you've got the wrong wife
so
with you today,
listening. What?
If anyone's got the wrong wife with them today, be careful because that picture might get published.
No, Sammy blocked everyone out.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, there you go.
But thank you.
Sorry, can I just say, Sammy Miller is a legend to me, right? He's one of the main reasons why I got into motorcycling, and to have him standing here on the stage with me is a massive privilege. So I just want to say thank you for all of us. Sammy, you're a legend.
I've been playing motorbikes for 75 years.
I know, unbelievable. And we thank you for that, mate. Top job, thank you, Sammy. Thank you so much. Alrighty, what are we doing next? Anything?
Sorry, we were
What are we
having a
doing
chat.
next?
Huh?
What are we doing next?
What are we doing next? We're
Yeah.
going home very shortly. You're going to sign a few posters.
All right, okay. All right, great. Well, we'll be signing some stuff if you're interested.
We'll sign stuff over. So a big round of applause for Skid Willison. Thank you. Alan, of course, the absolute genius that he is. The man that's put up. These lads are going to spend 10 minutes signing autographs. No more than 15 minutes because your probation officer's waiting for you outside. Yeah, he's here.